They say love is priceless, but betrayal always comes with a cost. And in the bright suburbs of 90s America, where white picket fences lined the streets, kids rode their bikes with Walkmans clipped to their belts, and dreams seemed safe inside neat brick houses, Michael believed his life was perfect. He had the steady job, the Chevy in the driveway, the wife who once held his hand at the altar and whispered forever, yet forever began to fade into silence. Mornings filled with Vanessa's hurried excuses, her sunglasses hiding not just her eyes but her truths, and Michael's heart grew heavier each time he sat at the breakfast table alone, waiting for laughter that never came. Then one afternoon at the downtown mall, neon lights glowing above JCPenney, teenagers crowding the arcade, Michael's world cracked open, for there she was, arms heavy with Saks bags, smiling down at her pager, stepping into a sleek black BMW, where a sharp-suited man with a gold chain waited. Their car roared away while Michael sat frozen in his pickup, betrayal burning into his memory. That night in their floral-patterned living room filled with VHS tapes and photo frames, he opened Vanessa's drawer, receipts spilling out for jewelry he never bought, and then the Polaroid. Vanessa, radiant in laughter, glass of champagne. In hand, sitting beside the man he'd just seen, Michael's fingers shook as tears blurred his vision, and when his mother found him at the kitchen table the next morning, her voice was steady but heavy with truth. Some women don't love the man. They love the shine. You gave her everything, son. But some hearts are never satisfied. Her words carved into his soul as he carried them to a retro-chrome diner. Elvis playing on the jukebox, steam curling from untouched coffee, Vanessa across. The booth, annoyed and cold. He asked where she had been. Her voice snapped back like a whip. Stop acting like my father, Michael. But when he pressed, when he whispered David's name, her face stiffened, her eyes darted, and then she stormed out, heels striking the floor like daggers. Days later, he followed her into David's lavish apartment. Neon lights bouncing off leather couches, champagne flowing in glittering glasses, Vanessa in a sequined dress laughing in circles of wealth until Michael burst through the door, voice echoing, "So this is what my money paid for." The room froze. Vanessa's glass shattered. David smirked, claiming she deserved better and found it. Michael's fists clenched, but he turned away, broken. Rain hammered the windshield of his pickup as he sat gripping the wheel. Her cruel words, "You're not enough," echoing like thunder, tears falling as hard as the storm outside. Then weeks later, the cruelest truth at the bank, the joint account drained, her betrayal signed in ink. Yet karma was swift, because while Vanessa and David sped through the city in their BMW, laughing over their stolen fortune, flashing red and blue lights surrounded them, officers pulling them out in shock, fraud, theft, greed, chains replacing jewels. On courthouse steps, Vanessa stood in handcuffs, glitter gone, mascara streaking down her caramel skin, her voice desperate as she cried, "Michael, please help me, don't let them take me." But Michael stood calm, no anger, no vengeance, only release. As the car door slammed shut, she was gone and the burden lifted. And in the warmth of a summer backyard barbecue, children running with sparklers, neighbors smiling under flags, Michael sat with his mother, iced tea in his hand, peace on his face, her voice soft and certain. Sometimes God removes people to make space for peace, and Michael looked to the golden sky, no longer the broken husband, but a man free at last. And so the price of betrayal was paid in tears, in lies, in shattered dreams, but also in freedom. For sometimes the ending we fear is the beginning we need.